This tutorial is about how to select regions of grid cells in the preprocessor in order to use to modify grid cell parameter values. So opening up the preprocessor, if we were to use a previously safe example that we were working on, the last one was this one in this sequence of tutorials. And if you display modify grid cell values, these are the values that we have entered data with, and we can go and add additional parameters. For example, we can look at initial water saturations, and if we display and edit that parameter and choosing a range of say 0 to 0.5 as the range of initial water saturations. Previously we made change to the crystal data by pointing and clicking a range of cells, and this is usually a square range of cells, and we then entered a value, for example 0.1 for that range of cells. Now if we were to modify this range of cells, we would not remember its range, and we will have to click and drag that range again in order to recover the same range. So the model preprocessor does not remember the range of cells in this method. This pointing and clicking, it does not remember the range of cells, and is always a block, rectangle cells. So there are other methods, and one of them it would be to use this select multiple areas option. If you click on that, because area 1, okay, several areas. Area 1, let's give a name for area 1. Area 1 that we're going to mark. So in area 1, when we choose to mark the cells, we have some options: a line, a rectangle, a loop, or specify a range to mark the cells. The closed loop option allows us to draw a circle. So if I draw a circle of values, that range of cells would be marked, and we could choose to do it for all layers or one layer. And then if we were to carry on marking the cells, we can add on to the range of cells to be marked, and the irregular cells, and then we can unmark some of the cells if they're not right shape for us. For example, we can unmark some of these cells, and then we can save the range of cells. So this is area 1. We can create a new area cells, so this is area 2, and then the areas can overlap. So we can choose, this is a rectangle, we can choose to overlap the areas, and we can save that area. So we go to area 1, area 2, these areas are saved, and if you close that parameter form close and come back to it and open up that marked area, we have area 1 and area 2, and this area also persists for other parameters. So if we go to display select parameters, if we choose the permeability parameter and go to select area 1, area 2, screen is not big enough, area 1, area 2, you can see that we have saved those, and so we can apply for area 1. This is for area 1 or 2, whatever we choose. For area 1, we can say for that range of cells, we can set a constant value or do one of these operations here. Set a constant value for permeability of say 100 millidarcies. Apply to area 1, that's 100 millidarcies. For area 2, that changes. We can apply an operation for 200, and we can see that there's an overlap here. So if we were to make a change, the last value applied to it will be the last safe value. Apply that, so it's area 2. So this is area 2. So for area 1, area 2. So this approach of selecting areas will remember the grid cell data. If we save it to grid cell data, we will remember these areas. We can come back to it when we open the grid cell data, and we can make changes to the values in this grid cell data. So that's another way of permanently recording an area or irregular shape of cells for modifications of grid cell data. The third way to do it will be to use edit region numbers. And for that, we will have to select the edit region number parameter. So that edit region number parameter, if I were to click on that, this is ERN, or edit region parameter, edit region numbers, this is ERN, and display to that. And let's say we're going to have 3 regions, for example. So we go from 0 to 3, apply that, and OK to display. Yeah, I'll save the previous one, yes. So we can define 3 regions, and these regions are permanent regions. So, and only one cell can only have 1 region. So if you were to mark a range of cells, this is region 1 and 1 and 1. And we can just apply mouse up. We can go to region 2. Apply our mouse up is a useful option. Region 3. And you can see that if I were to overlap, the last number is the safe number. So these regions are safe in the data set as a parameter, much like a parameter of porosity, permeability, and so on. So if I wanted to make a change using this region numbers as the basis of the range of cells, for example, in permeability, if I have to make the range change, say that yes, and say select the area, and for regional cells, region number, and region 1, for example, maybe 50 millidarcies, region 1. Apply that range of cells, 50 range of cells in either region number 1 will be allocated 50 millidarcies. Region 3, for example, could be a range of 500 millidarcies, and there's 500 millidarcies here. So that range of cells, the region number is safe. So if I close that and save it to data file, so COU test3.dat, close the preprocessor, and come back to it again, and open up COU test3.dat, and look at grid cell data. We see that we have edit region numbers as a parameter, and that is saved. If we look at select grid area, multiple areas, we can see the edit region area 1 is safe, area 2 is safe in the data file. So this is a permanently safe allocated grid cell numbers according to edit region number or selected grid area. Thank you for your attention.